On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Confession.
A formal statement in which one admits that they have done something wrong or illegal.
Examples:
A confession of guilt. A confession of faith. The prisoner made a full confession and admitted to his crime.
Ambition.
A strong wish to do or achieve something.
Examples:
An ambition for political power. Boundless ambition. Greed and ambition composed his personality.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Innovation.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation.
Examples:
Innovation leader. Cutting-edge innovation. The vegetarian burger was an innovation that quickly spread to the United Kingdom.
Ethnography.
The study of social groups and cultures, often conducted through observation, interviews, and analysis of primary sources, a written account of such a study.
Examples:
Ethnography research. Ethnography methods. The book is a rich and detailed ethnography of the cultural practices of a group of people.
Anthropology.
The scientific study of humanity, concerned with human behavior, human biology, cultures, societies, and linguistics in both the present and past, including past human species.
Examples:
Social anthropology. Anthropology of religion. The areas of anthropology and psychology are significantly related to one another.
Conspirator.
A person who is involved in a conspiracy equals a secret agreement between two or more people to perform something, especially to commit a crime or an illegal act.
Examples:
Unmask a conspirator. Co-conspirator. The police arrested several conspirators involved in the plot to overthrow the government.
Observe.
To watch or notice something carefully, often to gather information or insights, to take note of something or someone, to celebrate or commemorate a special event or occasion.
Examples:
Observe a tradition. Observe wildlife. It is important to observe safety procedures in the workplace to prevent accidents.
Locate.
To specify or determine the exact position of someone or something.
Examples:
Locate a missing pet. Locate a tumor. The robot can accurately locate construction material.
Globe.
The earth or world, mainly used to emphasize its vastness.
Examples:
Terrestrial globe. Around the globe. His final goal is to sail around the globe.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Analyze.
To think about in depth and evaluate to discover essential features or meaning.
Examples:
Analyze a chemical compound. Analyze your real motives. The teacher attempted to analyze the root cause of our mistake.
Innovate.
To introduce new methods, ideas, or products.
Examples:
Innovate a new method. Innovate the quality of his life. Companies developing self-driving cars consistently innovate the emerging technologies.
Conventional.
Based on or following traditional rules, standards, customs, etc.
Examples:
A conventional style. Get a conventional loan. She is very conventional in her thoughts.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples:
A prodigious vision. Telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.
Inspiring.
Stimulating and motivating you to want to do something.
Examples:
Inspiring stories. Awe-inspiring sight. An inspiring teacher might spark students' motivation to succeed.
Execute.
To kill someone, especially as a legal punishment, to carry out or perform an action, duty, etc.
Examples:
Execute a bold strategy. Execute a double play. The mafioso who collaborated with the police was executed.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal, a systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective, a method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Increment.
A regular increase in the amount of something, such as money, a process of becoming larger, longer, or more important.
Examples:
Steady incremental growth. Small increments. The bid increment for this auction is $100.
Breakthrough.
A sudden, dramatic, and important discovery or development that helps to improve a situation or provide an answer to a problem.
Examples:
breakthrough in the negotiations, breakthrough discovery. A technique called deep learning has led to breakthroughs in AI.
Inclusive.
Including much or everything, and especially including stated limits, not excluding any of the people, things, ideas, etc. involved in something.
Examples:
a fully inclusive price, inclusive education. The university has established a capacity for each nationality as part of its inclusive policy.
Definition:
a concise explanation of the meaning of a word, phrase, or symbol.
Examples:
a precise definition, the definition of a word. Parallel lines are, by definition, lines on the same plane that never cross.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
recognize talent, recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Privilege.
A special right or advantage that only one person or group of people has, usually because they are rich and powerful in a society.
Examples:
a breach of privilege, privilege of membership. In the Middle Ages, the right to hunt in the wild was the privilege of royalty and nobility.
Provocative.
Arousing anger, interest, or another strong reaction, especially deliberately.
Examples:
provocative questions, a provocative smile. His provocative style frequently sparked controversies.
Chef.
A cook, especially the chief cook in a restaurant or hotel.
Examples:
chef knife, master chef. The chef at the restaurant was known for his creative and delicious dishes.
Generate.
To produce or create something, to make offspring by reproduction.
Examples:
generate more electricity, generate $100 a month. The economic stimulation program would generate a lot of new jobs.
Mainstream.
The ideas, opinions, beliefs, etc., that are considered normal or accepted by most people.
Examples:
join the mainstream, mainstream political beliefs. His thinking is mainstream in the country's culture.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples:
collaborate with colleagues, former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Myth.
An ancient story or set of stories accepted as history, especially explaining the worldview of a people.
Examples:
The myth of an old religion. Perpetuate a myth. With the financial bubble bursting, the myth of economic growth in investment banking collapsed.
Solo.
Without anybody else or anything else, alone.
Examples:
A solo vocal recital. A solo flight. I would love to solo camping someday.
Genius.
Someone who has exceptional intellectual ability and originality.
Examples:
A person of genius. A genius for music. Mozart was a musical genius.
Flash.
A sudden intense burst of radiant energy, a momentary brightness.
Examples:
A flash of lightning. Brilliant flash. These heavy rains caused flash floods on several islands.
Inspiration.
Something that motivates or encourages someone to create or achieve something, or a feeling of excitement or creativity.
Examples:
Source of inspiration. Get inspiration from nature. He found inspiration in the works of his favorite authors.
Contrary.
Acting in opposition to what is expected or desired.
Examples:
The clear contrary. Contrary evidence. The two sides argued their points, but the judge ultimately sided with the contrary viewpoint.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Studio.
A room or building where creative or artistic work is produced, a television or radio production company.
Examples:
A photo studio. Music studio. She works at a recording studio in Los Angeles.
Reluctantly.
In a way that you are unwilling to do something, with hesitation.
Examples:
Reluctantly approve the idea. Reluctantly leave. He reluctantly agreed to go to the party.
Neat.
Clean or tidy, with everything in its place.
Examples:
A neat piece of work. Neat idea. She has neat habits.
Discrete.
Separate and distinct, not continuous, individually distinguishable.
Examples:
Discrete metric space. Discrete variable. The company divided the tasks into discrete segments to increase efficiency.
Arrow.
A thin, pointed projectile designed to be shot from a bow, a symbol or pointer that is shaped like an arrow.
Examples:
Arrow pointing. Arrow diagram. The archer aimed his arrow carefully at the target.
Interrelated.
Closely connected or related to each other.
Examples:
The interrelated nature of the problems. Interrelated factors. The different parts of the system are interrelated and rely on each other to function correctly.
Frank.
Honest and sincere, open and candid in expression.
Examples:
Frank and open discussion. Make a frank apology. Full involvement means frank and prompt responses.
Messy.
Disorganized and untidy.
Examples:
Messy data. Messy handling. His messy bedroom is always a source of frustration for his mother.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Vex.
To irritate or annoy with petty frustrations, to cause distress or agitation.
Examples:
Vex my mind. Vex me all night. The loud noise from the construction site was starting to vex the nearby residents.
Animate.
To make something full of interest and energy.
Examples:
Animate the body. Animate his soul. The positive attitude of the supervisor animated the discussion.
Wrap.
To cover or enclose something entirely with paper, cloth, or other material.
Examples:
Wrap a fish in foil. Wrap up a meeting. Wrap the bandage tightly around the injured arm.
Arch.
A curved structure with two supports that holds the weight of something above it, such as a bridge or the upper part of a building.
Examples:
The arch of a person's foot. An arch-shaped stone structure. The arch bears the weight of the overhead bridge.
Eyebrow.
The hair arc over each eye in humans.
Examples:
Raise her eyebrows. Eyebrow cosmetics. She raised an inquiring eyebrow towards me.
Mischievous.
Causing or showing a fondness for playfully causing trouble, harmful or troublesome, especially in a playful or amusing way.
Examples:
Mischievous grin. Mischievous sense of humor. The mischievous child played pranks on his siblings all day long.
Refer.
To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support.
Examples.
Refer to a book. Refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance.
Slice.
A flat, often thin, piece of bread, meat, cheese, etc., that has been cut from a larger piece, a wound made by cutting.
Examples.
A slice of the company's revenue. Slice a tomato thin. The children complained because one slice of cake was slightly larger than the other.
Conceive.
To have or develop an idea, a plan, etc. in mind, to become pregnant.
Examples.
Conceive of an idea. Conceive a child. I can't conceive he'd want to harm us.
Subtle.
Not readily apparent or visible.
Examples.
Subtle changes. A subtle poison. The room was painted in a subtle pink hue.
Improvisation.
The act of making something up on the spot or creating or performing something without preparation.
Examples.
Improvisation on stage. Jazz improvisation. He created a beautiful piece of music using only improvisation.
Paradox.
A statement, situation, or person that has two opposite facts or features and therefore seems impossible, is difficult to understand, or is strange.
Examples.
French paradox. The paradox of the heap. There are many theories to explain this paradox.
Unleash.
To suddenly release a strong force, emotion, etc. that cannot be controlled.
Examples.
Unleash a hound. Unleash her anger. The general was still reluctant to unleash his troops in pursuit of an enemy.
Talent.
A natural ability to be good at something, someone who has a natural ability to be good at something.
Examples.
A person of diverse talents. Raw talent. Numerous great professional sports talents have come from this city.
Harness.
To control and exploit the power of something, especially natural resources that produce energy. Noun, a set of narrow pieces of leather and metal that are used to control or hold in place a person, animal, or object.
Examples.
Harness a horse to a carriage. Put a harness on my pet. People have been exploring ways to harness natural forces and resources since ancient times.
Collaborate.
To work with someone else to produce or achieve something.
Examples:
Collaborate with the police. Collaborate on a press release. She agreed to collaborate with him in creating new artwork.
Full-blown.
Fully developed or manifesting in its complete form, often used to describe a difficult situation or condition.
Examples:
Full-blown crisis. Full-blown epidemic. The hurricane hit the coast at full-blown force, causing widespread destruction.
Misstep.
A mistake or error in judgment or action, often resulting in an awkward or embarrassing situation, a misjudged or poorly executed step or movement.
Examples:
Recover from a misstep. Navigating missteps. She took a misstep on the stairs and tumbled down to the bottom.
Innovative.
Introducing or using new methods, ideas, etc.
Examples:
Use of innovative technology. Stylistically innovative works. The Prime Minister stressed the need to create innovative industries.
Exhilarating.
Making one feel very happy and lively, invigorating, providing a feeling of excitement or thrill.
Examples:
An exhilarating drink. Exhilarating view. Bungee jumping was an exhilarating experience that left me shaking with adrenaline.
Downright.
Especially of something bad, complete and absolute, utter, adverb, completely and absolutely.
Examples:
Downright nonsense. Downright impossible. It was a downright lie that he would attend the event.
Scary.
Causing fear or fright, frightening, intimidating.
Examples:
Scary dream. Scary story. The horror movie was so scary that I couldn't watch it alone.
Attribute.
To say or regard that something is the result of a particular thing, noun, a quality or feature that someone or something possesses.
Examples:
Attribute the change to their marriage. Attribute directly to sales. He attributes the disappointing results to the economic downturn.
Luxury.
A state of great comfort or sophistication, mainly provided by expensive and beautiful things.
Examples:
Get into the luxury car market. Luxury hotel. His anti-luxury practices were quite strict.
Brand.
A type of product, service, etc., made by a particular company and sold under a specific name, identification mark on the skin of livestock, criminals, etc., made by burning.
Examples:
Create a brand logo. The brand of the new car. There's a new brand of hero in the movies now.
Enterprise.
A business or company, a purposeful or industrious undertaking, especially one that requires effort.
Examples:
Undertake an enterprise. His business enterprise. A growing enterprise requires a bold leader.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Creative.
Relating to or involving the use of skill and original and unusual ideas to create something.
Examples:
Creative writing. Barren of creative spirit. All the supervisor has to do is assign tasks that make his subordinates more creative.
Abrasion.
The process of scraping or wearing away of a surface or substance through friction or erosion.
Examples:
Skin abrasions. Protect against abrasions. The surface of the wooden table had several abrasions from years of use.
Agility.
The ability to move quickly and easily, often in a way that is graceful and controlled.
Examples:
Ninja-like agility. Agility training. The coach had the team run through the agility ladder to improve their coordination.
Resolution.
A firm decision or determination to do or not do something. The action of solving a problem, dispute, or conflict. The quality of being resolved or determined. The clarity and sharpness of an image or display.
Examples:
Resolution of a conflict. Display resolution. He made a New Year's resolution to exercise more and eat healthier.
Marketplace.
A physical or virtual venue where goods or services are bought and sold. An economic system that facilitates exchange between buyers and sellers.
Examples:
Marketplace competition. Global marketplace. The online marketplace offers a wide variety of products for shoppers.
Debate.
A formal discussion or argument of opposing viewpoints, often to persuade others to adopt a specific position. A public discussion, often on an issue of current interest, in which participants offer opinions and differing perspectives.
Examples:
Debate topic. Debate competition. The debate over climate change continues to be a hot topic in politics.
Discourse.
Any form of communication in speech or writing.
Examples:
Hold discourse with him. A discourse about art. Sweet discourse makes short days and nights.
Amplify.
To enhance something, particularly sound or brightness.
Examples:
Amplify a signal. Amplify the effect. You might need to amplify this point.
Minimize.
To make something, especially something bad, small or less serious.
Examples:
Minimize a loss. Way to minimize conflict. I bought a gadget before my trip to help minimize stress during the flight.
Brainstorming.
A group activity or business method in which a group of people meet and think about something at the same time to solve a problem or to create good ideas.
Examples:
Brainstorming session. Do a brainstorming about a new product. Many companies employ brainstorming as a good way of generating innovative ideas.
Suspend.
To stop something from continuing or being in force or effect, either temporarily or permanently, to hang something freely.
Examples:
Suspend a decision. Suspend fruits from the ceiling. The university suspended the most recalcitrant demonstrators.
Judgment.
The ability to form valuable opinions and make reasonable decisions.
Examples:
An emotional judgment. Deliver a judgment. Her judgments are consistently rational and sensible.
Construct.
To build or create something, to assemble or combine different parts to form something whole.
Examples:
Construct a 3D image. Construct a dam. He constructs hypotheses that no mathematician has ever imagined before.
Argument.
A set of statements or reasons used to support or refute a proposition or theory, a verbal or physical fight or dispute.
Examples:
A blazing argument. The argument against capital punishment. The argument between the two sides over the proposed policy was heated.
Portfolio.
A collection of work, documents, or other materials that demonstrate a person's skills, qualifications, or achievements. A collection of investments held by a person or organization.
Examples:
Investment portfolio. Portfolio manager. The artist's portfolio showcased various works, from paintings to sculptures.
Alternative.
One of two or more available possibilities or choice.
Examples:
An alternative plan. There is no other alternative. Doctors are gradually coming around to the idea of using alternative medicines.
Inquire.
To ask for information about something or from someone, to investigate or look into a matter to gain clarification or understanding.
Examples:
Inquire at reception. Inquire into the matter. I need to inquire about the details of the job interview.
Advocate.
A person who supports or suggests an idea, development, or way of doing something.
Examples:
An advocate of disarmament. Public education advocates. Advocates of abolishing the death penalty often argue that the alternative heaviest sentence should be life in prison.
Diversity.
The quality or fact of many different types of things or people being included in something, a range of different things or people.
Examples:
The diversity policy of the university. Lingual diversity. He was impressed by the range and diversity of the collection.
Conflict.
A strong disagreement, argument, or a violent clash between two opposing groups or individuals.
Examples:
The conflict between good and evil. The long-standing conflict. He and I often had conflicts, not only in personality, but also in ideology.
Refine.
To make something more pure, polished, cultured, or effective, to improve, perfect, or enhance through a process of purification or development.
Examples:
Refine oil. Refine a language. The company is working to refine its production process to be more efficient.
Pursue.
To do something or attempt to attain something over time, to follow or seek someone or something, especially in trying to catch them.
Examples:
Pursue a goal. Pursue freedoms. She intends to pursue a political career.
Adjustment.
A small change or movement made to something to improve it and achieve the desired result.
Examples:
Adjustment by hand. A fine adjustment. He assumed the role of the arbitral adjustment of the controversy.
Opposed.
Being completely different from something or disagreeing strongly with something.
Examples:
Two opposed characters. Absolutely opposed to abortion. I'm strongly opposed to that plan.
Combination.
A collection of things that have been combined, an assemblage of separate parts or qualities.
Examples:
Genic combinations. Combination number. The combination to the safe was a secret.
Artistic.
Of or relating to art or artist, satisfying aesthetic standards and sensibilities.
Examples:
An artistic photograph. Promising entrepreneurs often have a high artistic sensibility.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
Experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Pilot.
A person who flies an aircraft, especially as a job, a person qualified to guide ships through a difficult area of water.
Examples:
A test pilot. Pilot production. The pilot exercised great care in landing.
Negative.
Having the quality of something bad or harmful, expressing refusal.
Examples:
Have a negative effect. A negative number. The movie has received almost universally negative criticism.
Outcome.
The result or effect of an action, event, etc.
Examples:
Improved student outcomes. A desirable outcome. They awaited news of the outcome of the election.
Blame.
To think or say that someone or something did something wrong or is responsible for something bad.
Examples:
Blame circumstances for the failure. Blame the lack of knowledge. We blamed our impeded progress on lack of money.
Decision.
The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples:
Decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between two job offers.
Combine.
To join or merge to form a single thing or group.
Examples:
Combine chemically with another substance. Combine augmented reality. Hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water.
Opposing.
Competing, fighting, or working against each other.
Examples:
Opposing counsel. In an opposing direction. We have no intention of opposing his idea.
Reconfigure.
To change the configuration or arrangement of something, often to improve its performance or functionality.
Examples:
Reconfigure the network. Reconfigure the operating system. We need to reconfigure the office layout to use the space better.
Compromise.
To settle a problem or disagreement by mutual concession.
Examples:
Compromise the matter. Cannot compromise anymore. They never compromised on development despite the lack of funds.
Dominate.
To have or control a lot of power and influence over somebody or something.
Examples:
Dominate possession. Dominate over the weak. The perspective of his right brain dominates his consciousness.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Patient.
A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, a personal quality or characteristic.
Examples:
Patient in the hospital. Patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history.
Infrastructure.
The basic systems, services, or features that are necessary for an organization or country, such as transport and power supplies.
Examples:
IT infrastructure. Infrastructure cost. Aging societies tend to require huge costs for infrastructure maintenance.
Introduction.
A preliminary explanation or remarks given before the start of a text, performance, or event, the act of bringing something new into existence or introducing something to a wider audience or new market.
Examples:
Introduction education. Self-introduction. The introduction to the new class was informative and engaging.
Storage.
The act or process of putting in and keeping something in a particular place for use in the future, an electronic memory device that can store information.
Examples:
A storage battery. Storage at low temperature. We store customer data in cloud storage.
Adequate.
Enough, acceptable, satisfactory for a particular purpose or need.
Examples:
Adequate parking facilities. Provide adequate funding. This argument is still not adequate.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
A civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Tackle.
To try to deal with a complex problem or situation.
Examples:
Tackle the issue. Help tackle climate change. The government is determined to tackle sharp inflation.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something. To come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Emerge.
To move out of or away from something and become visible.
Examples:
Emerge as a butterfly. Emerge from poverty. During colonial eras, new migratory patterns emerged.
Spontaneously.
In a way that is natural, not planned or forced, and often sudden.
Examples:
Recover spontaneously after 5 days. This shift occurs spontaneously. The electrical cord spontaneously combusted.
Coalesce.
To come together or merge into a single group, mass, or whole. To blend or combine elements or ideas into a unified whole.
Examples:
Coalesce ideas. Coalesce with the other. The various departments of the company will coalesce into one cohesive unit.
Scratch.
To cut or damage the surface of something or the skin with a sharp or pointed object.
Examples:
Scratch off a name. Scratch my signature. Don't scratch your mosquito bites.
Propose.
To make a proposal, declare a plan for something.
Examples:
Propose the amendment. Propose changes. I want to propose a toast in honor of our long-standing relationship.
Separate.
To force, take, or pull apart, mark as different.
Examples:
Separate video into chapter. Separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.
Inject.
To put a liquid such as a drug or other substance into a person's or an animal's body using a needle and syringe equals small tube.
Examples:
Inject under the skin. Inject a personal opinion into a debate. Let's try to inject a bit of enthusiasm into your performance.
Honesty.
The quality of being truthful, sincere, and morally upright, adherence to moral and ethical principles.
Examples:
Honesty policy. Honesty box. A culture of honesty in the workplace leads to better communication and productivity.
Encourage.
To give someone support, confidence, or hope, to persuade someone to do or continue to do something by making it easier for them and making them believe it is a good thing to do.
Examples:
Encourage a sense of affinity. Encourage antisocial behavior. They encouraged customers with a premium for loyal patronage.
Prototype.
A first or preliminary example of something such as a device or vehicle from which other forms are developed.
Examples:
complete a prototype product. Early prototype. The flying car is presently in the prototype stage.
Bump.
To hit or knock against something hard, often with a dull sound, to meet with by accident.
Examples:
Bump against a wall. Bump up prices. She accidentally bumped into him in the crowded room.
Strength.
The quality or state of being physically, or sometimes mentally, strong.
Examples:
Strength of the economy. Muscular strength. Health and strength are, above all, gold.
Beep.
To make a short, high-pitched sound, typically as a signal or warning.
Examples:
Beep out a warning. Beep the horn. The timer beeped, reminding me that the cake was ready to come out of the oven.
Urgent.
Requiring immediate attention or action, pressing.
Examples:
An urgent telegram. Urgent situation. It is urgent that we leave for the airport now to catch our flight.
Emerging.
Starting to exist, mature, or become well known.
Examples:
Emerging country. Emerging technologies. Emerging technologies have dramatically improved productivity in various industries.
Generation.
All the people born and living at about the same time, regarded collectively, the production of heat or electricity.
Examples:
Generation gap. The generation of electricity. The younger generation has different values and beliefs than the older one.
Breakneck.
Extremely fast and reckless, dangerous and high speed.
Examples:
Breakneck acceleration. Breakneck pace. She drove at a breakneck speed, despite the dangerous conditions on the road.
Inefficient.
Lacking the ability or skill and not making the best use of time, money, energy, etc.
Examples:
Inefficient use. Inefficient management. The system is still so inefficient that it is useless.
Parallel.
Being everywhere equidistant and not intersecting, of or relating to the simultaneous performance of multiple operations.
Examples:
A parallel case. Parallel processing. He walked a road parallel to the railroad.
Unfold.
To open up or spread out something that is folded or rolled up, to reveal or disclose something that was previously hidden or unknown.
Examples:
Unfold the story. Unfold the stroller. The mystery unfolded as the detectives gathered more clues.
Wisdom.
The quality of being wise, or the ability to use your knowledge and experience to make sensible decisions.
Examples:
A fountain of wisdom. Wisdom literature. The community greatly respected and sought after the older adult's wisdom.
Talented.
Having a natural ability or aptitude for something, showing exceptional skill or ability in a particular area.
Examples:
A very talented actor. Talented athlete. She is a talented musician, able to play several instruments.
Integrate.
To combine one thing with another so that they form a whole or work together. To accept equal participation for members of all races and ethnic groups.
Examples:
Integrate into the existing system. Integrate both businesses. He found that it is difficult to integrate socially.
Silicon.
A chemical element with the symbol C that is a hard, brittle crystalline solid with a blue-gray metallic luster and used for the transistors and integrated circuit chips in computers.
Examples:
Silicon wafer. Crystalline silicon. Silicon is the second most abundant element on Earth after oxygen.
Valley.
A long depression on the surface of the land, which typically contains a river.
Examples:
Valley bottom. Basin-shaped valley. The valley had received a mild snowfall the previous week.
Leadership.
The ability, act, or status of leading a group of people or an organization.
Examples:
Under his leadership. Leadership by politicians. The country's leadership has decided to take large-scale measures against global warming.
Sauce.
A liquid or semi-solid food served on or used in preparing other foods.
Examples:
A flavorful sauce. Soy sauce. The pasta dish was served with a rich tomato sauce.
Chapter.
A separate section of a written work usually numbered and titled.
Examples:
An introductory chapter. Chapter of a political party. The final chapter provides a summary of the discussion.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples:
Suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Visionary.
Having or showing exceptional foresight and imagination, not practical or realizable, speculative.
Examples:
Visionary business. Visionary ideas. The visionary leader had a clear plan for the company's future.
Recast.
To change the form of something, such as a metal object, by melting it down and reshaping it, to change the actors or the role of a particular actor in a play or film.
Examples:
Recast the Republican Party. Recast the story. He had to recast his image to convince the electorate in his home state.
Define.
To state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples:
Define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Belong.
To be the property of someone or something, to be a member or part of a group, to be in the proper or appropriate place.
Examples:
Belong to different species. Belong to a group. All the books in this section belong to the library's rare collection and must be handled carefully.
Frontier.
A border that separates two countries, or the area near this line.
Examples:
Frontier disputes. The Italian frontier with Switzerland. He worked at the frontier of behavioral economics.
Interact.
To communicate or react with somebody.
Examples:
Interact directly with customers. Interact with one another. He should interact more with his colleagues.
Policy.
A set of rules, guidelines, principles, or procedures that govern decision-making or action, often used in the context of business or government. A course of action or plan of action adopted or followed by an organization or individual to achieve a goal or objective.
Examples:
Health policy. Foreign policy. The company's new policy on remote work has made it a more inclusive workplace.
Disrupt.
To prevent or stop something, especially an event, activity, or process, from continuing in the usual way by causing a problem or disturbance.
Examples:
Disrupt a well-ordered condition. Disrupt sleep. I'm so sorry to disrupt you when you're pretty busy.
Bestow.
To give something to somebody, especially as an honor or present.
Examples:
Bestow the name. Bestow a warm praise. He did not bestow one thought on his dead friend.
Creditor.
A person, company, etc., to whom a debtor owes money.
Examples:
The creditor's claims. Bankrupt creditor. I asked the lawyer to initiate creditor negotiations for voluntary liquidation.
Volunteer.
A person who performs or offers to perform a job or service without being paid for or forced to do.
Examples:
Seek volunteers. My volunteer work. The teachers make full use of volunteer assistance.
Nurture.
To take care of, feed, and protect someone or something while they are growing and developing.
Examples:
Nurture love. Nurture his talents. Schools should nurture children's mutual interest spirit.
Degenerate.
Of a person, animal, or plant, to become worse in health or physical condition.
Examples:
Degenerate into a disagreement. Degenerate into recession. The once thriving city has degenerated into a crime-ridden slum.
Chaos.
A state of complete confusion or disorder, often characterized by a lack of predictability or control.
Examples:
Chaos theory. Midst of chaos. The conference room was in chaos as everyone tried to speak at once.
Glue.
A sticky substance used for joining things together, a bonding agent made from animal or synthetic materials.
Examples:
Glue stick. Epoxy glue. The carpenter applied glue to the cabinet joints before nailing them together.
Aggregate.
A collection or sum of different things often used to describe a total or combination of items.
Examples:
Data aggregate. An aggregate of people. The aggregate amount of money raised for the charity was over $1 million.
Viewpoint.
A way of thinking about a specific subject, a place from which something can be viewed, especially in an area of natural beauty.
Examples:
A scientific viewpoint. Aesthetic viewpoint. We looked at this issue from a different viewpoint.
Dictator.
A political leader who has complete power over a country, especially one who has obtained control by force.
Examples:
Military dictator. A dictator with enormous powers. A popular uprising led to the overthrow of the dictator.
Hire.
To give somebody a job.
Examples:
Hire a guide. Hire a car by the hour. We should always be prepared to hire talented recruits.
Argue.
To express differing opinions or points of view, often in a heated or contentious manner, to present a case or reasoning to persuade or convince others.
Examples:
Argue a case. Argue passionately. The couple began to argue over which restaurant to go to for dinner.
Deliberately.
Done in an intentional or slow and careful manner.
Examples:
Deliberately amateurish. Commit a crime deliberately. He deliberately misleads others.
Fuzzy.
Having a soft and indistinct outline or covered with fine, soft, and hair-like fibers.
Examples:
Fuzzy logic. Fuzzy memory. The picture was fuzzy because it was taken with an old camera.
Vague.
Not clearly expressed or understood.
Examples:
Vague idea. Make a vague answer. The vague rumor turned out to be false.
Architect.
A person whose job is to design plans to be used in making something, such as buildings.
Examples:
Landscape architect. Architect of the peace accord. The building architect tried to build the house above the tree.
Counsel.
Advice or guidance given by a person with specialized knowledge or experience, particularly in a professional or legal context. The act of providing advice or guidance.
Examples:
Take counsel. Career counsel. She sought the counsel of her trusted advisor before making a decision.
Pharmaceutical.
Relating to the production and selling of the medical drugs.
Examples:
Major pharmaceutical companies. Commercial pharmaceutical products. She gave money to help set up a pharmaceutical laboratory.
Competitor.
A person who participates in a sporting contest, a person or organization that competes with others, particularly in business.
Examples:
Beat competitor offer. Domestic competitor. The gap between the company and its competitors has widened.
Germ.
A very tiny living that causes the disease, a piece of something such as an organism, concept, etc., capable of growing into a new one or part of one.
Examples:
Antibiotic-resistant germ. A germ-free environment. The germ of his idea came from watching birds flying in flocks.
Automaker.
A company or manufacturer that produces automobiles, cars, and other motor vehicles.
Examples:
Japanese automaker. Luxury automaker. The automaker's sales have increased by 10% this quarter, thanks to strong consumer demand.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
Fundamental education. Fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Outsource.
To contract out or transfer a job, task, or service to an external organization or party, often as a cost-saving measure.
Examples:
Outsource a non-core function. Outsource to India. The company decided to outsource its IT services to a third-party provider.
Irrelevant.
Not connected with or related to something and therefore not important.
Examples:
An irrelevant thought. Do something irrelevant. They removed irrelevant content from the slides.
Dynamo.
A machine that converts mechanical energy into electrical energy, typically consisting of a rotating coil or magnet within a magnetic field.
Examples:
A dynamo of productivity. Marketing dynamo. The electrical dynamo produced enough power to light up the entire city.
Deviate.
To depart from an established course or plan, to change direction or take a different route or approach.
Examples:
Deviate from the norm. Deviate from the plan. It's important not to deviate from the established safety procedures.
Rethink.
To consider again a plan, idea, etc., especially to change it.
Examples:
Rethink a marketing plan. Rethink the role of the manager. We have to rethink our company's product lineup for further growth.
Pyramid.
A polyhedron having a polygonal base and triangular sides with a common vertex, a massive monument with a square base and 4 triangular sides, begun by Cheops around 2700 BC as royal tombs in ancient Egypt.
Examples:
Pyramid architecture. A truncated pyramid. The Egyptian pyramids consist of a vast number of blocks.
Spark.
To start something or make it grow, especially suddenly, to emit a tiny piece of fire or electricity.
Examples:
Spark his interest. Spark a chain reaction. The bankruptcy of the giant conglomerate sparked turmoil in the stock market.
Transfer.
To move, pass, or change from one person, place, or situation to another.
Examples:
Transfer a file. Transfer power. She transferred the money from her savings account to her checking account.
Invert.
To turn something upside down, inside out, to reverse the position, order, or relationship of something.
Examples:
Invert a glass. Invert position. He decided to invert his investment portfolio, shifting from stocks to bonds.
Loosen.
To make something less tight, firm, or fixed, to free from restraint or constraint, to relax.
Examples:
Loosen grip. Loosen knot. Please loosen the screws on the back panel so we can access the inside of the machine.
Stranglehold.
A grip that strangles or suffocates, an excessive grip or control.
Examples:
Escape their stranglehold. Information stranglehold. The monopoly has a stranglehold on the market, making it difficult for new businesses to compete.
Accidental.
Happening or existing by chance or unintentionally.
Examples:
Accidental death. Cover accidental damage. This system prevents accidental deletion of data.
Invention.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples:
The invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Suspect.
To consider anything to be true or probable.
Examples:
Suspect a plot. Suspect that he is sick. The cops suspected him of being the killer.
Reimagine.
To imagine or conceive of something in a new or different way.
Examples:
Reimagine the future. Reimagine the possibilities. The company is trying to reimagine its business model to stay competitive.